Ni hao, hello. My name is Steve Roebuck, and I am the president of Avidian Gold. Avidian Gold has focused on North American projects. We have 3 projects in Alaska, 1 in Nevada, and our private company called High Tide Resources has got an iron ore project in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. Let's look at the program. Our capitalization is strong. We have over $3 million cash in the bank at hand. Recently, we have received investments from Eric Sprott in July of 2020, and more recently from Crescat Capital. Our trading volume is good. We are trading in an average of about 600,000 shares per day for about 50 million shares over the last, I guess, about 4 or 5 months. We are currently listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, on the Venture Exchange, and we are also getting an OTC listing, a QX OTC listing, so we'll be trading in the United States shortly. Our team is made up of many veterans. There's 250 years experience between the management team, the directors and advisors. We are led by David Anderson, who is our CEO and chairman. David has got a great track record in this industry, having sold 2 of his previous companies for $910 million. Our focus this summer is in Alaska, where we have our 3 projects, Fish Creek, Amanita, and the Golden Zone. Alaska is a great jurisdiction. Most of its gross domestic product is derived from mining and oil and gas. There are many large projects ongoing at this point in time. So let's just take a look at our projects here. So we are focused in the Fairbanks Mining District, and at the center of the Fairbanks Mining District is the Fort Knox mine owned by Kinross. As you can see, they've got 5 million ounce reserve resources, but it's extremely low grade. And I think that the value proposition that Avidian will provide is good. You can also see on this map that we are very close to the mine, only 5 kilometers, and we are road accessible. So that's important in case we were to sell our deposit to Kinross. Also in the camp is Free Gold Ventures. Free Gold Ventures has also received significant financing from Eric Sprott, over $26 million in this year alone. You can see that we have 2 projects here, Amanita to the south, which we are drilling right now, and our Fish Creek project, which sits right beside Kinross's Gill deposit, which is about 600,000 ounces. Those red hashed marks also indicate where the historical and current placer mining is ongoing. There's been 8 million ounces of gold mined in placer and 8 million ounces of gold coming out from the Fort Knox mine. With Eric Sprott's investment, we've decided that we're going to focus our drilling efforts on the Amanita project. The Fish Creek project is something that we're going to start looking at next year. So in 2019, we ended up going back to where there had been some historical RC drilling, going back to about 1999. There was a program done by Kinross, but when the price of gold collapsed, they stopped doing exploration there. But you can see from the historical RC holes that they did have some very good intercepts. So we focused our 2019 trenching program on top of that general area, and we came up with some great numbers, 94 meters of 3 grams and 27 meters of 4.2 grams. So let's dial in and take a closer look. This is a slightly busy map, but this is some of the airborne LiDAR, sorry, this is the airborne drone magnetic survey. We also did airborne LiDAR, and now we're following it up this year with an approximately 10-hole drill program. We've completed 5 of the holes so far. We are very excited with what we are seeing. It's coming together nicely. It's supporting that the work that was done on the trenching in 2019, the historical RC drilling, and what we're seeing right now with our core holes, which you can see with those yellow dots. This is where the focus is now. Importantly is that this is all done by oriented core, so we get an actual indication of where the mineralized structures are that are feeding the gold to the system. So this is ongoing, and it's starting to delineate a fairly substantial footprint, probably over 500–600 meters so far in strike length. So it's coming together nicely. So let's move on out of the Fairbanks district. We're still staying in Alaska, but we're moving about 300 kilometers south of Fairbanks, heading towards Anchorage. There's a lot of good projects in Alaska, but none that are as well located as Golden Zone property. Because as you can see on this map, there is a highway, there's a railway, and there is a power line within about 15 kilometers of the property boundary. So that's a huge advantage. So it's a good project location, but we've also got as a recent 2017 43101 resource of about 300,000 ounces with room to expand. This is a little bit more of the detail of the resource itself. And as you can see in that photograph, it's road accessible. So getting it to the Breccia Pipe deposit is no problem at all. I've highlighted the 50% increase. So from the base case, and the sense that this is showing the sensitivity to the price of gold and to the increase in the size of the resource. So at the base case, it barely moved the needle, but now at $1,900 gold, you're starting in about the 50% increase, you're starting to see really good numbers come out. It's starting to move the needle in terms of NPV. So our focus here would be to continue to drill more, build this resource from 300,000 ounces up to 600 to 900,000, and this will certainly underpins the value of the company. But we think there are many more multi-million ounce deposits available to us on this project. So this is an area that we like. This is showing the entire project area. We've been staking more ground towards the southwest, so that's going to be increasing the footprint. We've got drill holes that need following up on. For example, 21 meters of 1.46 grams and 17.7 meters of 2.12 grams. We need to follow up on. Those are holes from 2017 and 2018 that we need to follow up on. So this is a project that will require significantly more funding than we currently have right now. However, we think that this is the Golden Zone property is really the project that could take us over the top. So this is a little bit further south on the same project, but this is an exciting prospect called the Copper King Long Creek area. It's over 2 kilometers in strike length from the northeast to the southwest. It's a mineralized conglomerate. It's woefully underexplored, but you can see that there are very good numbers from trenching and from drilling. 3 meters of 16-gram gold, 50 grams silver, and 0.78% copper. So certainly it needs a lot more work, and we think this is how you're going to build a multi-million ounce deposit just in this area alone. Plus there's the new prospects that we're just getting working up now. Quick stop in Nevada. We've got one project here. It's another advanced stage project. It has already received some drilling from previous operators. We'd like to get in there this year, near the end of this year, and drill about 3 or 4 holes and follow up on some of the previous work that may have stopped short of the target. So we think that by drilling some new holes and getting to greater depth, we certainly can find some real value for shareholders. This is our private company called High Tide Resources. It's majority controlled by Avidian. Our plan here, this is all about iron ore in Labrador, Canada. We want to go public and attract a major investor and sell assets. This project was Rio Tinto's #1 exploration project. They dropped it in 2019. We were lucky enough to pick it up. We have just finished a drill program, and we are going to get a 43-101 report very shortly. And the plan is to develop a multi-billion ounce deposit here. Just to conclude, why invest in Avidian? We've got a strong team. We've walked the walk. We're in stable, safe jurisdictions. We're focused on gold in Alaska. Plus, we've got a project in Nevada. And then you've seen with High Tide Resources, we've got the ability to spin out a new iron ore company in Canada. Thank you. I hope to be able to speak to you very soon. Gigi, thank you. Bye-bye.